It is quite unfortunately that people are still fall for 1688 notorious scammers. Despite the fact that I have made a lot of video and keep warning people about fake sellers on 1688, people are still fall for this cheap scam done by some of the notorious supplier on 1688. I'm not saying that 1688 is not safe, but there are a lot of scammers there. I have made a lot of video about 1688 scam, how they operate, and how you can prevent yourself in my previous tutorial. So in this video, I will still show you some of the things you need to take into consideration and how you can play safe and how you can protect yourself from being scammed. This notorious scammer on 1688, they have a single method, which is I have explained in my previous tutorial, and I will still explain it in this video. And you will see that all these scammers on 1688, they have a single scam method. You just have to be very sure of what you are doing and make sure you protect yourself, because it is not really good losing money. But if you don't want to lose money, don't lose God. So in this video, I am going to show you again what are the things you need to take into consideration before you can choose a supplier on 1688. And I'm going to show you with a scam case, just like I did in my previous tutorial, so that you guys can play safe and understand who are the notorious scammer on 1688 platform and how you can protect yourself from losing money to all these stupid and notorious Chinese supplier on 1688 that parade themselves as a genuine sellers on 1688. But before we dive deep into the tutorial, as you guys know me, my name is Rafi Yakub. I'm a procurement agent, importer, and importation coach. If you want to contact me for importation business, you can contact me on WhatsApp via the number in the description of this video. So with that being said, so let's dive into the tutorial and see how to identify a generous scammers on 1688 platform. So alright, so this person right here contacted me from my YouTube channel, just like every other people does. And if you also have some question about 1688 scam or some other things that is not really clear to you about 1688 Chinese e-commerce platform, you can put your question in a comment section down below. I will make a comprehensive video to explain things for you. Now, this person contacts me. I got your number from YouTube and about 1688 scammers. Okay. Now, I have an issue and I wanted to know if I have gotten scammed. I paid a particular back seller and he or she refused to reply me since then. Okay, now this is the conversation between the seller and the person that reports this case to me. So we are doing all these things just to educate ourselves so that you protect yourself when you are trying to source on 1688. Now, these are the chatting between the seller and the person that reports to me. So you can see the bag. Now, this is the seller account number this person made payments to. So you have to take note of that in case if you come across something like this on 1688 platform again, just run for your life. So that's the first thing I want to show you here. So after he made the payment, so you can see their chat right here. So at this point here, they are still continue chatting, and this is where this person made payment. He paid 65 yuan to this particular seller. After making payment, he sent them the shipping address that they can use to ship the goods. And after that, the story changed. After the seller got money, story changed. So you can see, unfortunately, I cannot translate all this. It's many, but what I want you to point out, what I want you to denote from this message is that how you can protect yourself from being scammed on 1688 platform. Now, please try to reply me. I'm one of your subscribers on YouTube. You know, this person tried to bombard me, things like that. Now, this is my first reply. My first reply was that, why must you pay to the seller account in the first place? This is the person response here. I don't have an international passport, and the person that told me to ask for Alipay account number. I just this video afternoon. What this person is trying to say here is that he does not have an international passport just to verify Alipay account, and the person that touched him or her importation told her that she can just ask for seller account number. Now, this is very dangerous. I don't know why some people, there are some people that don't really know much about this business, and they paraded themselves and teach people in wrong information about the business, just for them to get money from them all in the name of teaching them how they can import from China. Now, this person here is a wrong victim. I always tell people that attend my training, whether you attend me a training on WhatsApp or whatever platform, that don't ever ask for seller account number for payment. It is very, very dangerous and highly risk. Now, this person right here believe what is or our importation coach taught her about asking for account number. He didn't do normal due diligence before things like that, and he asked for the account number. So this is the first red flag that this person committed. This is a first red flag. Even if you don't have an international passport, that is not a genuine excuse for you. You can still look for a procurement agent that will receive RMB from you or receive Naira or whatever currency from you. Then they can use their Alipay to make payment direct to the supplier. So this excuse is not really genuine. So that is that. Then the next one is that my further question is, how long have you transferred the money? She said about a week now, since on the 9th of May. Okay. Now I asked for the seller link, and this is what she sent to me. And after going through the seller sales page, I discovered that the seller was genuine, but this person that paid into the account of the seller failed the principle of do not pay into any seller of 1688. What this principle simply means is that don't ever do any transaction with anybody outside 1688 platform. Even 1688 platform, customer support, terms of service, everything was clearly written on their app. Unfortunately, not everybody understand this thing because everything was written in Chinese, and the place it was written, some people may not be able to know how they can navigate to get those information. So if you do any transaction of 1688 platform with any supplier, you do it at your own risk. So this is another red flag that the person committed. So then the next one is that this is how I told this person that this is how some fake and genuine sellers scam newbies in importation business, and which is very true. You may be surprised that you get to some seller sales page, you see their review, you see their product, everything went fine. Okay, but when you try to purchase with them, you ask for their account number to make payment, and you make payment, they scam you, they did not deliver whatever you pay for. Well, you give them an opportunity to scam you because you are trying to play smart, and they will play smart over you. That's just the basic principle. So do not ever ask for account number to make payment. I repeat again. Now, this person we continue our conversation and things like that. So I have to tell this person fact that she has been scammed. Nothing more, nothing less. So, and I'm happy for her that the money is not really much, but no matter what, losing money is not really good. If you do it at the right time and an appropriate way, I'm very sure you will not be scammed. Now, for you to know the breakdown and how you can identify a generous scammers on 1688 platform, I'm going to open the link of this supplier now, and I will narrate everything to you step by step. So this will help you and protect you in your future procurement and shipping from China using 1688. Why do I call this seller a generous scammer? Is because of the fact that they are genuine scammer, they are genuine seller, but they are still getting people scam. This is just to tell you that even if a seller is genuine, you can be scammed if you pay off the 1688 platform. So let's open the 1688 link, and I'll show you how this thing really went. So I'm going to click on the link right here. So this is how it opened up. Now let's scroll down and see more about this particular supplier right here. So we start to do the verification from the store review. Right here, you can see this seller right here. They have about 60 plus review right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to click on here to open up their review page. So take a look at the review page. Okay. Now, number one red flag that you need to take into consideration, like I always say in my previous video, is that make sure you check the review, and not all the review are genuine review. You can check my previous tutorial about it. So look at this seller right here. Even the little one they deliver, they did not have a very good rating. You can imagine a buyer, a previous buyer that will give you a 1-star rating. Is that a good experience? This is the red flag, number one red flag you need to take into consideration. Like I always said in my previous tutorial, if you visit a store and the store is less than 4.5 or 5-star rating, run for your life. Don't hesitate to patronize such a seller. Now, this is the first person. This is the first rating here. 1-star rating, 1-star review, and you still go ahead and purchase from the seller. You are doing wrong thing. It's very wrong. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, even this person that give a review, go ahead and upload the stupid and fake bag they deliver to them. These are just kind of evidence that shows you that this seller here is a fake. This person here bought 5 pieces of the bag. Just let's scroll down. This is another buyer. Another buyer here give 1-star rating. Take a look at that. This is the second person that purchased from this seller, and what they deliver is nonsense. That is why they were given 1-star review. You cannot expect me to have a very good product with a very good customer service and still go ahead and give you 1-star rating. We all know this. So this is another wrong notion, and this is another way that show you that this is a stupid and fake seller. I will not have much time to translate what is written right here in Chinese, but what we need right here is 1-star rating. It's very wrong. So do not patronize this type of sellers. The third person right here give 1-star rating, and you still go ahead and choose the same seller. My friend, you just want to waste your money. That's just the bitter truth. So let's scroll down and look for another person. So another person here give 1-star rating. Even the upload picture. All these are just things that you need to take into consideration. Now, when you scroll down, you see people giving 5-star rating, things like that. Don't be surprised. Some of this one right here, they might be 100% fake. Okay. Now, what you need to take into consideration are the recent buyers that give 1-star rating. Recent buyer, and you can see they have different username, and the username of this one is not the same as this username. So these are the things you need to take into consideration, that this seller, they are fake seller. And one more thing you need to take into consideration here is that if you purchase on 1688 platform, you pay the seller and do transaction on 1688 platform. That is only when you can give a feedback. On the case on this person's case right here, he cannot even give a feedback. She cannot do anything simply because he transfer the money to the seller account. So this is the first red flag as far as the sales page is concerned. Now, another red flag you need to take into consideration is that you need to visit their store. Like I always said, you need to click on here to visit their store and see the general store rating. All right, so take a look at their store rating. The general store rating is 4 point. Like I always said in my previous tutorial, don't ever go for less. The minimum rating you can go for is 4.5. The maximum one is 5-star. This will give you a peace of mind to choose a seller. So for you seeing 4.0 rating, general store rating, you should run for your life. Then another thing is that the fact that the seller are on 1688 for a very good 6 years. All right, so you can imagine a seller that was on this platform for the past 6 years and their store is not verified by 1688. If you want to know if a seller has been verified or not, you can check my channel for previous tutorial about how you can identify a verified seller. So if you are trying to make a purchase, all these things are very much important. You need to take into consideration, most especially if you are not in China and you don't have somebody that will confirm for you in China. So you have to do all this diligence before you can choose a seller to supply your goods to whatever country of your choice. So these are just the red flag you need to take into consideration. So if you patronize this type of sellers, you are doing it at your own risk, because number one, the seller is not verified by 1688 as a genuine seller. So number two, you have some previous buyer that have a bad experience with the seller. A 5-star rating to any supplier is very bad. Then number three one is that do not send money to any supplier outside the 1688. Do not pay to any supplier account. No matter how you trust a supplier, don't ever do that. Once you send money to any supplier, believe me, you lose guard. And once you lose guard, you lose money. Then the last one you need to take into consideration is that no matter how the number of the years that the supplier has been on the platform, if the seller is not verified, don't ever try to make a purchase or choose the kind of supplier. These are the 4 important keys I want you to take note on this video. If you want to have a business consultation with me about importation business, you can contact me on WhatsApp via the number in the description of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorial about importation business. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.